My theory in directing actors is to not insert the ego. I've worked with, having come up in that side of the business, I'm very, very sympathetic to the securities and insecurities, the securities that are necessary and the insecurities that are unnecessary to make a good performance. And so what I do is I let the actors bring a lot to the table. When they bring something that's good, it's fine, and when they bring something that's not quite so good, I make adjustments to it. Morgan and I had worked together in Unforgiven in 1992, and so we, as far as I was concerned, need go no further. He's terrific, and he's really built for the role of Scrap. I think the Scrap character is very important to the story because he's the first one that sees the potential in this, helping this young lady along. And Frankie is very much against it. He doesn't want to get involved with anybody. Morgan sort of becomes the eyes of the audience. And so as he's sort of talking to the audience as we go along, and as his character Scrap becomes the eyes who sees this whole training, sees the whole relationships develop, and sees it right through to the conclusion of the movie. Scrap got into some fights that he shouldn't have been in. He was pushed into fights maybe that were beyond his ability at that particular time. And anyway, so he loses the sight of one eye in his final fight. This is his history, not shown during the picture, and so Frankie has guilt about that too. He felt he should have stopped the fight and not had it, but he didn't have the authorization to stop it. But he feels that he feels strongly about that, and even though it doesn't prevent him from training fighters and everything, it certainly is another obstacle in his road to training a female fighter.